Hi guys, it's Frankie from Frankie Tech, and I'm here today guys doing my 1 month review of this phone right here. We've come full circle since the start of Frankie Tech, and this is the first phone I actually did that Street Tech unboxing with, so it's great to come right back and do now my 1 month review of the Xiaomi Mi 8. And just going to share a few quick thoughts of my time with this phone, but it really has been the gold standard of of Xiaomi, really, and kind of comparing the Mi 8 and my experience with it to all the other phones I've reviewed thereafter. So the Mi 8 SE, the Mi 6X, the Redmi 6 Pro, all of those phones have really kind of been compared to this one, and that's because this is the phone I think that sets kind of the level at which I'm really comparing all the other phones. And you can see it there really because of the specs of this phone. This is why I got so excited about starting to review Xiaomi phones again. We got the Snapdragon 845, 6 GB of RAM, you got that 6.21 inch screen, and I remember when the reports for this phone came out, I was like, this looks just like an iPhone 10, and I was kind of annoyed. I was thinking they have just totally copied the iPhone again. And when I finally got this in my hands though and started playing around with it, I realized, well, guess what? An iPhone 10 at a budget like $400 US budget flagship at a $400 price is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And that's really kind of the best way to describe this phone in terms of performance, in terms of the display, in terms of the the actual audio performance. The camera has been stellar on this phone. I mean, my 1 month review is that I don't think there's any other phone in terms of value that can top this. If you're looking for a flagship, there's nothing better. So, I mean, just kind of overall thoughts on this phone. If you are thinking about getting the Xiaomi Mi 8, I think it is now becoming more available worldwide. In Hong Kong, it actually just launched on the 6th of July. So, it's definitely starting to become available in other territories. And so definitely look out for this phone coming up very soon. Now, I wanted to do kind of just a little bit of a review, I guess, kind of similar to what I did with the Mi 6X and with the kind of Mi 8 SE yesterday on some kind of key factors that maybe I had not reviewed on this phone previously. And that would be battery life, looking at an apps loading test, and then really just kind of doing a little bit of that PUBG gaming comparison and see if there's any major kind of differences there between the other phones, and then just give my final thoughts at the end. So let's have a look first at battery life. Let's look at these results here and we'll revisit when we get back. The Mi 8 scored a 4,474 score on the partial Geekbench battery test and a median confidence rating. The drain was a bit more significant than I expected, but it was still better than the performance of the Mi 6X. And here you can see in the actual comparison, the Mi 8 scored kind of in the mid-range between the Galaxy Note 8 and the Galaxy S8. So you see it there. It's not really performing to the level of the Mi 8 SE, and I didn't think it would. And actually, I think that in terms of the actual battery life, in my experience, it has been kind of in between those two, the Mi 6X and the Mi 8 SE. So it's kind of interesting that the battery results turned out the way it did. But I think, honestly, for all-day battery life and day and a half, even possible use, if you're a light user, you're going to get it out of this phone right here. So here we go, guys. This is the apps loading test for the Xiaomi Mi 8, and just to kind of point out here, I actually haven't reset here the stopwatch on my iPhone SE. So you're looking at, this was the time that the Mi 8 SE actually scored in yesterday's test. So I'm going to do the same thing here with the Mi 8, and I'm going to go through the apps, just clicking on each one until they're loaded, and most importantly then, actually put in an article in Chrome there, so it's ready to load an article. The other, as I mentioned in the previous test, the other two games, I will wait until they are actually done with all the kind of preloading screens to go forward. So let's see how this goes, guys, and let's get started. So let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. It's loaded. That's loaded. That's loaded. That's loaded. Oh, well, that's loaded. Whoops. That's loaded. Okay, now we get into the game section. that Snapdragon 845. It's doing its job here. Okay, that's loaded. And now we go into the PUBG test. And I'll probably alter the, you know, the types of games that I'm using here. Maybe putting some heavier duty games, because these phones are getting so fast, guys, that it's just going through these so quick. 45 seconds. Not much time left to beat the Mi 8 SE. Loading bar. Done. There it is, guys. The time on the Mi 8 was 57 seconds in my very unscientific apps loading test there. So I think overall, that proves it right there. That what do you get for the extra 10 seconds over the Snapdragon 710? What do you get in those 10 seconds? You get a faster loading experience overall, and that is because this has got the Snapdragon 845. That's your latest chip that was able to do all that speed test and open all those games in under a minute. So very impressive results there. And now just kind of highlighting, like I did yesterday, my observations. And thanks, guys, for all that info on using the GFX tool there. The nice thing I can see already about the Xiaomi Mi 8 is that it does have a lot of these unlocked already. And you know what the point is, guys? I'm not trying to run this on like ultra high settings. There's no need, I believe, to have to run it on such high settings. So it's nice to have the HD setting there, or HDR available, to have ultra available there. So we're going to run this here in HDR and ultra settings with a, let's do realistic look, or let's just do classic, because that's the one I've been using for all the tests here. Okay, so there we go. And now let's see how this goes when we start the game. All right, very quick start. And you're seeing here, even in the kind of start screen, this is performing beautifully. There's no doubt that obviously your top end, high end Snapdragon 845 is going to do very well in this game, and will be kind of the flagship experience playing PUBG for the foreseeable future. Now let's go right into the plane jump here, and I'm looking at the display there. You're looking in there. The settings are very much set to high here, and it is performing beautifully. I mean, no doubt about it. This is what 845 performance brings you. Let's jump out here. Woo! Turn up the volume there. Get a little bit of that air. And the speakers on this are really nice. Just got to make sure you don't cup them, because as I mentioned previously in the video, if you cup it there, you're going to lose all the sound to whatever you're doing. But let's just fly in like Iron Man here, shall we? So the plane jump's doing really awesome overall. All right, and here we go, guys. We're about to land, and let's go. Boom, and there we are. Let's see where we are here. Oh man, we're like in the, is this like the airport or something? Okay, that's getting a little annoying. Let's load that. Okay, you can shut up now. Anyway, I think it's very clear to see here that, you know, if you're looking at the top level performance on PUBG on an Android phone, you're going to want that Snapdragon 845 processor. There's no denying that. That level of clarity, that level of detail is just great. It's awesome. And that's the beauty of the Xiaomi Mi 8, man. You're running Snapdragon 845 on a budget. In Hong Kong, you can get this phone now for 3,300 Hong Kong dollars, so just over like 400 US, and that's an amazing bargain and an amazing price for such an amazing performing phone. So that's the end of the video, guys, and it's really been an amazing journey here with the Mi 8. This phone, after 1 month of use, it looks exactly the same from the day I got it. There's literally, and obviously I've been wearing, using a little bit of a screen protector on, but I have no scratches. Obviously it's a fingerprint magnet, but this thing is held up beautifully. The screen is awesome. The performance, as you saw there, was great. Snapdragon 845, audio, camera. Like, is there anything that I can say negative about this phone? And I really can't. I really can't say much negative about it. It really may be the first Xiaomi phone that you know, I can just full-fledged endorse 100% and say that, you know, this rivals and surpasses most of the flagship phones that you see out there. I mean, this is, I feel, better than the OnePlus 6. This phone is better than the Samsung Galaxy S9. I like this phone better than the S9. Does this reach, you know, the level of the Pixel 2 XL? In some ways, yes and no. But I think overall, if you're looking at performance, it is better. It's the better phone. So who's left? Who is left at the end of the day is the iPhone 10. Is this phone better than the iPhone 10? It's hard to say. But I will tell you this. The iPhone 10 screen is a 5.8 inch screen, and this is a 6.21 inch screen. And so, you know, if Apple releases a future iPhone 10 Plus at the end of the year, you can bet it's going to be a very similar size to this. But that is the beauty of Xiaomi. I've been using then what would be considered the future iPhone 10 Plus now since July, and the experience has been incredible. I mean, and the screen on this is really rivaling all the top screens on the market, including the iPhone 10. The screen on this is an amazing display. It's just a beautiful display. So I think the answer is, if you're looking for an iPhone 10 Plus, which has not even been released yet, this phone is better. And so under that logic, yeah, then this phone is better than the iPhone 10 in that regard. So it's an amazing phone and an amazing time to be alive, guys, with all these awesome phones that are coming out and that are really just challenging what the big players, what the big Apple, Samsung duopoly is all about. And they're going to need to step it up, because Xiaomi is coming for you guys. Xiaomi is coming, and they're coming with amazing prices and with amazing phones at really kind of at just flagship phones at really budget prices. It's incredible. But guys, this is the end of the video, and you know, definitely, if you like this video, give me that thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And if you love my content and you know, all that I've been doing for the past month, definitely subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to check out that giveaway video once again, guys. I'll be doing the results of that video in just a few days' time, coming up very soon, this coming Wednesday at 9 p.m. Hong Kong time. Have a look at that video for more details. But yeah, definitely any other questions, comments, hit me up in the comment section there. And this is Frankie Tech signing off. Have a good day, guys.